Hey, Grandpa, can I have a cookie?
My name is Mr. Wilson, and I'm here to say I'm gonna smack your ass in a major way. What are you doing in my basement? Get out of here! Get out of here!
Hey, Canadia Reviewer, I need to ask you something. Can I leave you with my grandpa for the weekend? I'm going to Legoland, and as you know, kids under 3 and old people over 99 can't play with Legos because they'll end up swallowing them. Alright, thanks. Bye, Grandpa. No one loves you.
You kids today don't know nothing. Back in my day, Minecraft wasn't a video game that was orchestrated to define kids to think that Ronald Reagan's popular.
Wait a minute! You're Jetfire from the movie!
You don't know Jews.
Would it be alright if I reviewed you?
Let me tell you about the time I found an acorn. I was outside.
That's so awesome! I could dance!
And here is Jetfire in his alt mode, and appropriate to the on-screen version in the Transformers film, he transforms into a blackbird. And a really long one at that. I mean, from here to the nose cone, it's about as long as my arm, and I have long-ass arms. If you were to shove this section up your ass, I would be impressed that the whole thing can fit in there. It's just a whole mess of jets, and underneath you get a whole mess of dead robot. Do you think he's blue because it's dead and the oxygen has rushed out of the body? Spoiler alert to Revenge of the Fallen. Jetfire dies. Check out the paint applications on this toy. You get some silver on the front there, which is pretty nice. A red Jetfire logo on the side there. You get some red stripes. And you get 17972, which in letters equals, I don't know because I don't care. You also get a skunk, which is a reference to he's a stink pile. You also get a scratched out Decepticon logo, which makes sense because he's changed from Decepticon to Autobots in the movie. For a size comparison, I don't really have anything, so here's a pair of scissors. There you go. The landing gear for Jetfire can all flip out if you'd like that, if you want a plane with wheels. You also get a Gatling gun on the front section, which has a missile on the front, and you can fire that off, and that's now lost. You can also remove this if you want. So easy. The front sections right here is full of rubbery plastic. I mean, as well as these sections, but they're still sharp. I will give it that. What does this button do? Sweet! You get dying seagull sound effects. Despite the kibble on the bottom, you do get some very nice detail with the panel lining, and I mean, look at this, look at that, look at all that, that is, oh god. Also, these wing flaps in the back can move around. So that's pretty much it for the alt mode. There's not much more to say. Let's go ahead and transform it and try to make a robot out of it. is Mr. Magoo in his robot mode. Jetfire is actually a very talented individual because if you get the legs to get in any position other than straight up, he will fall over. Despite the many joints, they don't stand up too well. They don't stand up horribly if you just have him, well, standing, but if you get him into any other pose, he will likely fall over. Despite that, I like the articulation that the legs are given, and when you rotate this section, you also get these little bits inside there that can move. Jetfire has a lot of kibble on the back, mainly these thrusters and this back kibble right here, but that's kind of necessary for the combination mode, which we'll talk about later on. Jetfire has this cane that he can barely hold, which makes me feel sorry for him. I mean, he can barely hold this cane, he can barely stand up. Oh god, it's just sad. But if he falls off his ass because of his dumbass cane, he does have a Gatling gun to defend himself, so I guess it's a win. Jetfire has a couple of buttons on his, Batuski area. And he has this little button inside here that's really hard to push, but is made easy once you place this on for the alt mode, because that's actually made for the alt mode. When you push that, it makes the soaring sound we heard earlier. But he also has this button, and when we hit that, we also get that kind of robotic sound. It's kind of a hidden sound effect, actually. Just like the leader classes that came around the same time, once you pull down this lever, he will make some sounds and move some parts. His head will also wobble side to side because, I don't know, he had kind of a seizure. So let's go ahead and play that sound effect.
I have fallen, and I choose not to get up.
Actually, he sounds like this. Which, sounds like an American trying to do a British accent, but okay. I don't know about you, I don't see anything wrong with this. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. This is sort of a fan-made thing that I created, but if you take the back kibble and the cane, you can make this axe. While it's not accurate to what he has in the movie, at least it's something. Jetfire! The axe-wielding killer! Also, I just realized I actually put that in the wrong spot. It's supposed to go here for the robot mode. Oopsie poopsie! Jetfire has no real head articulation due to the gimmick. I mean, it does swabble back and forth, but usually it will take itself back into place because of the springs. But still, I like the molding of the head. I will give it that. Arm blades, that's what the kids are doing. Wait a minute, over here it says Lieutenant Colonel Brawley? Aw, thank God Brawl got that promotion. He doesn't have to listen to Onslaught anymore. I will say this though, Jetfire doesn't seem to be the music type. Turn that cripple! And the arms have some pretty good articulation going for them, so that's actually something kind of cool. While it kind of looks like a mess, I'll give it that. You do have lots of detail. If you're a customizer, you have a lot to work with here. And as I said earlier, we have a combined mode to do! Separate. We are weak. We are nothing. We fight for nothing, but together as one, we can become something more, something you wouldn't imagine, with power you would not believe. I don't think I did it right. Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Optimus Prime is a force to be reckoned with, and fused with the parts of Jetfire, he will stop at nothing to defeat those who only want to destroy. The Fallen has no chance. Megatron has no chance. No Decepticon has any chance to stand up against this behemoth. And what do I think of the overall design, aesthetic, and just the toy overall? I mean, it's meh. The Optimus Prime and Jetfire combination doesn't have that much going for leg articulation. I think that's my biggest complaint, because there's nothing you can do with the legs except for slightly bend the knees, probably. Also, this piece is really difficult to clip into place. I don't know why. I used to get it, but this little piece that holds in the waist, it won't stay attached. I do like the belt section. That is actually pretty cool. You get points for that. I like that the canisters for Optimus Prime can be used as boosters for the giant thrusters in the back. Also, shoulder armor much. Optimus Prime gains this kick-ass gun, which is fused with the parts of the back kibble for Jetfire and his cane, which I think complement itself really well. The cane is used as a support for the overall gun to connect, and I mean, just look at it. That is badass. This was one of the most badass things for Jetfire in his robot mode, and it's puny compared to everything else. Move out of the way, lamp. Sadly, though, you can't really get into the compartment used for the Optimus Prime lights and sounds, but if you move the head back, you can still get him to say, I am Optimus Prime. And because this section is not covered, you can still use this sound effect. And you can still use this if you get your finger in. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's a shame that it doesn't really have leg articulation, but doesn't matter when you're really doing this. My recommendation is to not put this next to Megatron, because I feel like at night it's going to come alive and pretty much rip that toy apart. You still get the same arm articulation, so at least that's fair. This combination actually really does look cool. It is a shame for the leg articulation, but doesn't matter when you're really doing this. I think not. I will say, though, I think me and Optimus have something not in common. I personally don't want dead body parts on my body. So with this out of the way, let's go to the overall review.
Come to the, hey, I'm back from Legoland. Did you get a haircut?
Hey, you like?
You look like shit.
Everything you know will cease to be.
Anyways, did my grandfather give you any trouble?
Actually, to tell you the truth, I actually really like Revenge of the Fallen Jetfire. Yes, he's not like his classics version, but as what he looks like in the movie, he's actually not that bad. He's not great, he's not fantastic, none of his modes are really exceptionally well. I mean, his alt mode is pretty cool until you turn it around and you see robot kibble underneath. But other than that, I mean, no mode is perfect, but no mode is terrible. It all has its own thing to it. Like, each mode has something good with it, and that's why I like Jetfire. If you could pick him up for cheap, I'd say go ahead and get him.
Great, now, where is... Oh, wow. He's dead. I guess damn you! I was going to tell him he made great graham crackers! Now I'll never get the chance!
You know what they say, sometimes some green pickles are on the other hot dog.
I fucking hate you!
Actually, he sounds like this. Or he doesn't, apparently.
Listen now!